What's going on, everybody? It's Anthony here. Few hours ago you saw me kind of hyped and excited for the video I was making. And the mood has changed because I'm super tired all the time. I'm not even kidding. I just took a shower, my hair is a mess. You can't see that because, that's how the frame is right now. But today, I'm going to be talking about the picks for week 4. The two teams on bye. Eagles being one of them, the Packers being the other. Two NFC teams, both on the bye for week 4, which kind of sucks for both teams. It's really early bye, but what can you do? The NFL makes the schedules. Let's see how we do after this, and good luck to Green Bay, because honestly, they're going to need it if they are wanting to make, a run for the Super Bowl again. But before we get into anything like that, let's talk about this week. We got Dolphins going to Cincinnati, and I'm going to pick the Bengals for this game. To me, the Dolphins need to prove themselves. And when I say prove themselves, I mean win some games, and win some games without having to go into overtime against one of the worst teams in the league, aka the Browns of Cleveland. So, the Dolphins have a lot to prove under new head coach Adam Gase. They played some pretty solid football, they just can't finish games, not to mention, they can't really keep a lead. I don't know. So I'm going to root for the Bengals, and I like the Bengals a lot more than the Dolphins anyway. So let's see if they can pull off a win, stop get out of the slump that they're in. Jacksonville hosts the Indianapolis Colts at 9:30 in London now. I believe it's in London. Either way, it's a 9:30 game, and it's somewhere outside of the U.S. Anyways, the Jaguars are so strange, it's not even funny. The Colts are not that great to begin with. I am rooting for the Colts, simply because I feel they're the better team. And both of these teams are at a disadvantage. They're traveling a lot, The Colts are in a lot more better fit. They're healthier, though the Jacksonville Jaguars, like I say in every single picks video that I make, they're on their way up, and I say that, but they're 0-3. So I'm going to root for the Colts just for the hell of it. Moving on, we got the Titans and the Texans battle in Houston. Now, I don't like either of these franchises. Marcus Mariota cannot stop with the turnovers, and that's something that's going to really, really bring down him and his entire team. So me, personally, I think I'm going to root for the Texans, and maybe Brock Osweiler can redeem himself after getting shut out by the best team in the league. Number 2 is, Alright, speaking of best team in the league, the Patriots host the Buffalo Bills. And, these two teams have some really good games against each other. Rex Ryan can never get away from Bill Belichick, apparently, because, he's been with the Jets, now he's with the Buffalo Bills. Either way, he's in the same division, playing the same coach. So, I'm going to root for the Patriots. Patriots, one more week without Brady, and then all hell breaks loose. So the fact that they're 3-0 with two different quarterbacks, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's injured with that shoulder, and then this new guy, I don't even know his name, he's a rookie, he's like a 7th round rookie, and he's already won a game in his NFL career. So, he may be injured with a fractured thumb, strained thumb, whatever it was, but he'll get the job done because it's Bill Belichick. Like they said in Rob Riggle's little skit, he can make anybody. He can make what was it? It was like a broomstick. He can even make a broomstick score 14 points, which is kind of true. He's insane. So moving on, we got the Lions going to Chicago for an NFC North division rival game. I'm gonna root for the Lions, and I said that last week and I was kind of wrong. Did I mention that I went 9-7 again on my picks? I'm trying to change that, so I'm rooting for the Lions this week. Hopefully they can actually pull off a win. I know I kind of went I was a little risky rooting for the Lions last week. They did go to Lambeau of all places, so I guess I should have really thought more on it, but hey, I'm a moron. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna root for the Lions. They're the better team. The Bears are kind of lost right now. No Jay Cutler, and Brian Hoyer couldn't really do much last week, so well, then again, they did get almost 400 yards overall on offense. They just only scored 17 points. If they had scored more points, they might have had a shot at beating the Cowboys. So I don't know. Panthers and the Falcons. What is that? An NFC South rival match. Falcons are on a hot streak. I'll admit that, and not to mention, apparently they have an elite offense. I mean, they only played the Saints. I know that's a division rival, but the Saints aren't good. I'm gonna root for the Panthers. Maybe Cam Newton can stop going for long balls and actually play football. Because for real, you can't keep going for Calvin Benjamin and Ted Ginn Jr. down the field and expect to get somewhere. You actually have to make plays happen. You can't do the same old thing over and over just because you got your star wide receiver back. You actually need to utilize your running backs. You actually have to, use a game plan. You can't just go long every single time. Even though that's not necessarily what he did. He did go up against the second best defense in the league in Minnesota, but still, you need to have a game plan other than try to beat them deep. That's not going to work when you're getting constant pressure on you. And the Falcons, they don't have that great of a defense, but their secondary ain't that bad, and they can put some pressure on you. It's just a matter of shutting down that elite offensive there. So I think the Panthers can pull it off. That can come to bite me in the ass, but let's move on. We got the Seahawks going to New York to play the Jets in the Meadowlands. I'm going to root for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson may be banged up, but those Seattle Seahawks are still a threat, and that defense is still pretty decent, to say the least. The Jets got, I don't know if they got, what's the word that I'm looking for? Exposed. I don't know if they got exposed last week or they just played with no brain inside their heads, but they didn't look too good last week, is what I'm saying, and I think the Seahawks will take that to their advantage. They are in New York, but still, Seattle can win in any home environment. So, Raiders and the Ravens in Baltimore. Now, this is a game that I've been anticipating for a while. I like both of these. Well, I don't like both of these teams. I like the Raiders. The Ravens are 3-0, surprisingly. So I think either they'll pull off a crazy 1-point win again, or the Raiders will actually come out and be the dominant team that they can be. I'm going to root for the Raiders. Hopefully they can pull off a win. I'm rooting for them. I'm actually rooting for them. The Browns go to the Redskins in Washington. Why? Why do they have to play an easy team? I'm just saying. I'm hoping that they can pull off something crazy, but they probably won't. So I'm gonna root for the Redskins. I hope the Browns can actually do something. They probably won't, like I just said, but I'm the optimist. So I'm the legit optimist in my family of 4. So we'll see what happens. The Broncos go to Tampa Bay to play with Jameis Winston and the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, I don't know what's up with you. You did win a game last week, but yeah, I'm gonna root for the number 1 defense in the league, just because this is just to help welcome you to the NFL. You have been here for a year, but this is your challenge. This right here, if you can win this game, you earn my respect, and I'll actually look at your team as if they can win a game. So yeah, Rams go to. I almost said St. Louis because, St. Louis Cardinals. Rams go to Arizona to play the Arizona Cardinals. That is a Cardinals win. That can go either way. That is I almost said AFC. NFC West showdown. But I think the Cardinals will pull off a win. But then again, they did pretty terrible against Buffalo. And Buffalo is better than the Rams. But the Rams, they beat the Seahawks. They always beat the Seahawks, so I'm not too sure about this game. I'll stick with the Cardinals, watch the Cardinals get shut out by the freaking Rams. If the Rams shut out this team, I'll actually give them credit where credit is worth giving. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. The Dallas Cowboys go to San Francisco. I don't know why I said it like that, but they go to the 49ers. And that's another game that I'm just like, why are they playing an easy team? Why is my division rival playing an easy team? You all say that the Cowboys, Giants, and Redskins are a better team than the Eagles, yet the Eagles are the 3-0 team. Why are they playing crappy teams still? I know the Eagles haven't played a division rival yet, but the Eagles have played a Super Bowl caliber team that I predicted to go to the Super Bowl, that Stephen A. Smith and a bunch of people have predicted they could go to the Super Bowl this year. And they beat them. They shut them out, basically. So, the Cowboys have played the Giants, the Redskins, and who they played last week? The Bears. Now they're playing the 49ers. 1, they're all NFC teams, and 2, they're all pretty crappy ones, except for the Giants and the Redskins. They're division rivals. Those games can go back and forth. But the Bears and the 49ers. When do the Giants go, or not the Giants, when do the Cowboys get to go to Denver? When do they go to Pittsburgh? When do they go to Seattle? When do they go to play these good teams that the Eagles get to play already? Like, I don't get it. And you expect me to think that the Cowboys are better? They have my vote for this game, but that doesn't mean that they're the better team. Let me just tell you that. If they win this game, no matter if it's 50-0 or if it's 6-3, they aren't the better team. So please, Cowboy fans, Giants fans, Redskins fans, shut your mouths. Eagles are the better team as of right now. They're the better team. They're the best team. One of the best teams in the NFL right now. Okay? Moving on. The Saints go to San Diego. That's a San Diego win. I'm done trying to think that Drew Brees can throw 4 touchdowns and over 450 yards to win a game, because he simply cannot do that anymore. His time is up. That defense is still as crappy as it was back in 2013, 2014, 2015. So the Chargers will pull off a win. They'll have a field day against that defense. The Chiefs and the Steelers on Sunday Night Football, I got my votes on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that they're going to rebound against a pretty similar offense in Andy Reid's Chiefs offense. So, similar to the Eagles. So, I'm going to root for the Steelers. I think the Steelers, well, I'm not going to root for them, but I think the Steelers will win. So, yeah, there you go. And last but not least, the one NFC East team that's actually getting a challenge, the Giants go to Minnesota. Now, I'm going to say Bradford is going to have a fun night against a team that he won